Anyway, you may not always succeed, but if you try to reach them where they are and try to stimulate some kind of interest, Dale Carnegie came up with a very good rule on this subject, which is try to get them to say yes. That is to say, many people rather, when they lecture, try to challenge the audience by giving them something that they would automatically think differently to. And then they say, no, here's the real answer. Well, that may work sometimes, but what the usual psychological response to that is to, well, all right, you put me down this time, but I'll put you down the next time. In other words, you get them to saying no, and they're committed to saying no, and it's going to take a great deal of energy to turn that around to getting them to agree with you. What you need to do really is to get them to say yes. Start with something that they feel in tune with, and find a point of agreement between you. And if you can do that, then they'll be committed to that, and they'll want to hear what more you've got to say, and you'll have to really blow it to lose them. So, when you begin a talk, try to find the point that you can share with them that would be the most meaningful to them. What I used to do before a lecture was not just meditate on God and ask Him what He wanted to say through me, but after feeling a sense of divine contact, meditate on the people. I would be sitting in the room off the lecture hall as people were coming in, and I'd try to, feeling God's presence, feeling the divine contact, ask God to help me to feel what He wanted me to say to these people, rather than just what He'd like me to say, so that it helped me to tune in with their needs. And I found that worked very well. That I don't need to do it as much that way now, because these things, once you've really gotten into it, it becomes sort of automatic. But try this. It's better to do it not from your home, but right near the place where you're lecturing. Try to feel the audience and get a sense for what they've come for. They've obviously come for a reason. What do they want? What is missing in their lives? Try to put yourself in tune with their deeper needs, not just their conscious wants, because consciously they may just think that, oh, I just want to find out what yoga is all about, or a friend of mine told me and I'm sort of curious. If you ask them what they'd come for, they might not give you the kind of answer you want or need. But underlying that, there's some hunger in their lives, some frustration, something that hasn't been satisfied. And that will translate itself in various ways, even though basically all of us want the same things. We all want joy, we all want to be loved, we all want peace, we all want security and that sort of thing. But those generalities become translated into specific things. For instance, if you're talking to a group of people living in the suburbs, you might find that you have something very different to say from if you're talking to a group of college kids who have to worry about getting jobs when they get out. Think where their needs are. Think where they're coming from. And the more you do that, the more you'll find yourself starting to tune in with them. And very often it's a mass kind of energy, because there is, as Master put it, thoughts are universally, not individually rooted.